Alright, so what's up guys, and today we're going to be looking at what Byron decided to rate the new ASUKA character. Now I swear if it ain't SSS, I don't know what's wrong with them. But yeah, we're going to see, we also going to see what they talking about, like how they rate the kid, how they rate the character, because they do leave feedbacks on the characters as well on here, and all that other stuff. And if you don't know, I mean, I've been using Byron for a minute. I used it mainly for the other games that they have, because they have a lot of games on here, right? I never knew that this was a thing, by the way. I just clicked on there. But anyway, you see Zenless Zero working waves. I use it mainly for ZZ. I use it for WW, sort of. I kind of still like looking at regular guys for WW, to be honest. Other than that, Honkai Star Rail, I use it for Honkai Star Rail's real. If I ever play Black Clover Bobu again, I probably would use it for that. And Tower, you get it. I use it for most of the stuff, except for Nikke, because Nikke is kind of self-explanatory. You kind of just put the gear on, you're done. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's go to the characters. Let's go to the tier list, right? Now, for low defect story, we're gonna look at through all of these, right? Now, where is she at for this one right here? Well, she's SS tier. Okay. What about story high defect? Where she's at? She's SS tier again. Okay. And then in the boss solo, she's SSS tier. I was about to say, because like story, okay, that makes sense why she probably wouldn't be that good in story. I mean, most of the time you just killing mobs anyway, or if you do go against a boss, I mean, you'll be able to do it, right? Now boss of ads, CSSS again. Okay. And then the last one, PvP. Oh, where's she at in PvP? Going down right here. She's A tier in PvP. Again, that kind of still makes sense. I thought she was actually good for PvP. Why is she so low? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Well, you know, sometimes they don't be cooking. Jakku obviously is good for PvP. You already know that, right? Now, let's look at this. So she's SSS for balls, because she's literally a boss unit. Let's be real. She's literally made to fight bosses. That's literally why she's in the game in the first place. When it comes to her kid, well, she's in the game in the first place because they need to make money, right? But, well, they don't need to. They want to make money. There are two totally different things. Now, let's get into this. Let's see. Specialties, buffer, healer. I mean, yeah, because one of her skills does heal, right? If I'm thinking right, don't her, yeah, recovers, attacking HP, yeah, her alt heals her. Buffer makes sense why she's a buffer, because she buffs what's called like all fire type allies anyway, so that makes sense why she buffs. And let's look at the review that they have here. Okay, ASUKA, don't know how to pronounce the rest of that name because I never watched the anime and I'm not about to try that. No, I'm gonna try it. Shikanami Langi. Let me know if I did that right or not, guys. Anyway, let's read it. Let's see the pros and the cons. Let's start with the pros. User potential for an independent unit. Damage, 2% damage for independent unit. Core damage buff is rarely diluted and partly diluted, and applies to all fire code allies, which happens to love cores too. Truly the S-Ines of fire team. What? Oh, the summer and these. The summer and these of fire team. Oh yeah, because summer and these buffs electrical units. And let's see, decent lifesteal allows her to act like a semi-tank in case where units of the highest attack is targeted. Has Pierce, which helps increase burst generation, allows her to manage multiple mobs and multiplies her damage. So I cannot read today. What the heck? Again, the bosses with her cluster hitbox. Strong synergy with Alice, Modernia, and Ray. Obviously, we know that. Especially Alice and Modernia, because we could do it right now. Obviously, she's going to be good with Ray. They're literally a two-team unit, right? And it can complete with our top DPS, even Red Hood, against win bosses. I mean, that is actually true. She is so good that she literally competes with Modernia. Obviously, she's Modernia not the strongest pilgrim in the game, but at least on my account, she's literally the strongest. And also, like, they're saying that she can compete with Red Hood. Now, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know, because I don't have Red Hood, sadly, yet. Yeah, one day we're gonna get the Red Hood thing. I'm gonna get her. Her and Dorothy. That's the only two I want. But like, I just don't get pilgrims on that. Anyway, we ain't gonna get into the rank. Now, let's talk about the cons. limited collab character now or never, can get copies in the future. Obviously that is true. My opinion when it comes to copies, if you do want to get copies for her and you have enough, just get the copies. But what I would definitely say is hold off on those copies. I definitely say at least you wait till all the characters come out, because by the time all the characters come out, you'll have enough pulls to get the characters. You know how many you actually needed for the other 2 characters that's coming out. And also you don't actually need a like they all work together. Well, actually 2 of them work together. Mary can kind of go do her own thing if she really wanted to, right? But basically you got 3 characters you gotta summon for. You got 2 characters left that you gotta summon for. So I say wait off until those banners, and then that way you have all 3 banners out. Then you can figure out which ones you actually want to get duped for the most, instead of just wasting all your summons on ASUKA. Then what if Ray come out and Ray actually the ones that probably need more dupes than ASUKA? You like, god dang, I wasted all my stuff. But anyway, yeah, and plus like the collab will still be here around like 2 weeks by the time all the banners come out. Like it'll be 2 more weeks. And let's get into this. Extremely hungry for skill books. I mean, yeah, that is true, because you'll probably want her, like, we'll look at the investment tips as well, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna say it's like you want her like 10 10 10 7 7 7 5 5 5, whatever you want to do, even though like I do that for every character anyway. Does not skill well with attack buffs due to high amount of innate attack buff, but still benefits from them. Yeah, that's true, because most of her attacks is coming from her normal attack. Most of her damage is going to be coming from her normal attack most of the time. One thing is she needs a goddamn lot of more freaking bullets, bro. God dang. Like, she do reload. Like, I know somebody in the comment section also said as well, like, she really does like shoot reload. Like, it's so quick. It's like a freaking SMG user at that point. Some bosses do not have the durable cores, and sometimes they are missing to sabotage her damage and her team, which makes sense because she does a lot of damage to the cores, and if you don't have the cores, she ain't gonna be doing that many damage. Some just don't have that, so that does make sense. Supportive buffs only apply to Fire Clone allies. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's a downfall, but at the end of the day, I mean, hey, we get a summer in these for each team, I'd be happy with that. So I already don't care. Requires an external individual shielder to achieve permanent uptime on elemental damage. I want to say shielder, actually. I'm more like probably, well, she can heal herself, right? But I still think a healer would probably be good. I mean, shielder, I guess. I gotta read more into her kit as well to see why they going for, like, why they say shielder entirely. Because I think, to be honest, for elemental damage, I mean, as long as you run her on a team that she's supposed to be ran on, I think you'll be all right. You'll be pretty good, right? Now, let's look into the investment tips. Well, love, like I said, well, PvE investment, 10 10 10, PvP investment, 1 1 1, 4 4 7. I don't know why you be using PvP in the first place. Priority matter, because she's actually pretty good. She's meta. It makes sense. It makes sense. It all makes sense. Anyway, resistance cube, ballistic cube, 3 overload guild. Post overload guild is the same cubes, basically. It's the same exact thing, with reload speed buffers up for resilience without use, but then +7, blah 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 blah. Basically, one of them does something else that I'm not really sure, because I don't really remember the cubes all in 100%, right? But one of them does good for her and one of them doesn't do good for her. I mean, that's about it, right? And honestly, to be honest, if you're doing overload gear, I'm gonna be like it says it right here as well. I just read that. Basically, look, essentially 2 times max ammo. Yes, because she needs a crap ton of ammo. The ideal was 4 elemental damage, 2 max ammo, and 4 attack, which actually that probably actually would be good. Don't try to chase this, by the way. Do it as close as you can get. You don't need to chase this 100%, because it's going to be so much more expensive for you to do that in the first place, even with the new stuff that came out, because the locks is good, but the locks you need 20 of, and you only get 3 a day if you, like me, and you only level 224. Yes, I did. I leveled up from 223 to 224. But anyway, other than that, I just wanted to check out what they say. To be honest, I say Pirate, actually, they hit this one with a W. They really hit this one with a W. I respect this one right here, because obviously it makes sense you were not gonna be that good in PvP. I mean, first of all, the characters don't have cores. That's the first thing. So it makes sense, right? She's obviously a boss unit, so it makes sense that she's good in bosses. So yeah, I mean, I say they cook. Anyway, Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share the video, guys. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. And also check out this video in the pinned comment and right here that's popping up.